client is selected, we can access their task record located in the first tab of the client section. The task record consists of a table with a list of tasks associated with the processes to which we have access. We can use the search filter to search for tasks by date or any word that interests us in any of the columns. For each task, we find information about the task, that is the start and end date and times, the description, and the executive who performs the task, spaces to document the work done, the notes collect information about the development of the task. To add notes, all we have to do is click on the corresponding cell, enter the necessary notes, and click on Save. To edit notes, we simply click on the cell again, change the information that we want to change, and then click on Save again. The introduction of notes determines the date and time in which the task is attended. That is, when entering notes, the attended cell will be populated with the current date and time. Therefore, the introduction of notes is necessary and mandatory in the task management. If notes are not entered, the task will remain red on the calendar when the end time of the task has passed. The report collects information about the completion of the task. To add a report, we click on the report button, enter the necessary information, and then click on Save. To edit the report, we simply click on the report button again, add the information we require, and then click on Save again. The report is not mandatory unless it's required by the company or you want to generate a work order. Attachments can also be added to complete the information about the work carried out. In the Attachments column, we can add new attachments through the New Attachment button, selecting the attachment and then clicking on Open. Here we can also view and delete attachments associated with the task by clicking on the View Attachments button. If there are attachments added, a box opens with the list of attachments. This can be clicked on to view them, as well as deleted through their respective delete buttons. Here we also have a tool to report on the work done through work orders. To generate a work order, we click on the Generate Work Order button. And as we can see here, the document gathers all the information regarding the tasking, both the customer data and the data regarding the task. Start and end dates, description, notes, the report, and attachments if there's any. Attached images will be pasted in the report while the rest of the attachments are listed. In addition, it contains a header with the company information and is signed by the executive who has carried out the task. We can also send work orders directly by clicking on the Send Work Order button. If there is no valid email address associated with the customer, you can always enter one as a CC. This prompt can also be used to add additional addresses if required. If multiple addresses are added, they must be separated by a comma and no spaces. If we click on Cancel, the email won't be sent. We also have a functionality to mark the task as needing following up, that is used to indicate a task has not been fully completed or that it requires some kind of extra action that will be carried out in the near future. For example, if the client must be called to complete a task but it's not possible to do so at the moment, we can click on the corresponding follow-up checkbox and the task will have a visual reminder that it needs some kind of extra action to be finished. It's important to understand that this check must be deselected manually. The attended field indicates the moment of completion of the task and it's automatically populated with the introduction of notes. Finally, tasks can also be deleted through their corresponding delete buttons as long as they do not have associated data, that is, as long as no notes have been entered.